So I was very fortunate to grow up in the Metro Atlanta area, which is well known across the country and around the world. It's kind of the epicenter and the center of human and civil rights advocacy. Martin Luther King Jr. was born and reared in Atlanta, Georgia, and kind of led the civil rights movement in Atlanta and across the country from Atlanta. And I've always been a student of that movement. Art, I had the great fortune of being mentored by most of the civil rights icons that worked very closely with Dr. King, including his wife, Coretta Scott King, and Jesse Jackson, and Joseph Lowery, Andrew Young, Hosea Williams, John Lewis, and Rosa Parks, Dorothy Height, and so many other great icons of the civil rights era. But I was born a decade after Dr. King was killed, so my ideology around social change, civil rights, social justice, human rights is more of a conciliatory one. I've learned over time that the best way to advance interests of justice is to collaborate with those who may not always see the world the same way that you see it. So when I started to see people in the midst of some of the law enforcement involved tragedies that have divided communities in law enforcement over the last decade, yelling and screaming, our lives matter, this kind of visceral, anger-based reaction to one another on all sides of these issues, I knew we needed to do something different. So Movement Forward, under my leadership, moved into the space of being bridge builders and goodwill ambassadors to actually figure out how law enforcement and communities can work together to solve problems. Because as long as we focus our attention on the things that divide us, we'll never move our country forward. When we figure out how to collaborate around the things that unite us together, we find that there's more that unites us together than there is that divides us. And that's kind of the reason why we entered this space of doing all that we can in every type of community in this country to make sure that law enforcement has the best capability available to actually connect to and partner with the communities they serve.